Listen, folks, if you've been keeping up with Cobra Kai all the way until season 3, it's a no-brainer you've been waiting for season 4, and it's so good. Let's jump into the review of season 4 right now. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing season 4 of Cobra Kai, coming to you exclusively on Netflix. Much like the previous seasons, it's 10 episodes, about 30 minutes each. The finale is a little bit longer, but it is action packed. And if you have not checked out any of the seasons of Cobra Kai, there's no better time than now, because even going forward, thinking about the possibilities for season 5, it's so crazy. Season 4 is so good, and I'm already excited for season 5. Like, bring it on. And also think too, because a lot of series that people are getting invested into, they're getting canceled. You know, you get one season you love, and you're just like, oh my god, what am I going to do? And then it's gone. But like, Cobra Kai is moving forward, and it's really good. And everything that you loved about the previous seasons, this one just doubles down. So much action, so many surprises, so many twists and turns. Oh man, and just the cliffhangers at the conclusion of this season is going to leave you jaw dropped. But there's a lot of things to cover in this, as again, there's 10 episodes. I'm going to keep it spoiler free, but the big theme of this season is truly everything leading to the All Valley tournament. As we know, that's the big granular event between all of the different dojos, and as that, so much drama building into it. Now, quickly going forward just a little bit here, the All Valley tournament, this season dedicates 2 episodes towards it. Nothing but action in it, and the choreography is always really spectacular. And they really brought it, and there's a ton of surprises involved with the All Valley tournament, which I will not go across, but like, just be prepared for some new twists and turns with it, which is good. But I think, from coming off of the previous season, the biggest thing here was the new alignment between Johnny and Daniel, and it's, they have their differences. I mean, the unlikely comparison between the two of them is like Malcolm X with the non-violence and like the defense of Miyagi-Do, and then By Any Means Necessary, which is more of the Malcolm X. What I say, MLK is non-violent, and Malcolm X more of the By Any Means Necessary, which is more of the Eagle Fang mentality here. But yeah, strike first or defense here. This is kind of the tactic, but the biggest thing is, can they coexist for the better good of their students here? Because obviously they have a common enemy in Cobra Kai, and ultimately winning the All Valley tournament here. Now, we did see in the trailer, Terry Silver is back, one of the co-founders of Cobra Kai. His impact in this season is crazy. Everything changes with him being in it. It was good to see him back. The story behind it, how did it all work out? Where has he been? Him getting acclimated to the changes now, and being part of Cobra Kai, and his impact on that and then the students is just really crazy. And then there's a new little kid here, a middle school student by the name of Kenny. He just transferred to the school and he's being targeted and bullied. He has some connections also as well, which I won't discuss, but this new kid is also bringing a different twist to this, because as we know, most of the kids or all the kids and everything has been focused on high school, but he's in middle school, and him coming into the picture now, and karate being targeted or being available now for the middle school student, him being one of the main ones, is another interesting take here with this season. But yeah, he has some connections, which I won't say, but I will say that Robby does become his mentor. And Robby, I'm team Robby. Robby is the best fighter in all of the Valley. But him being under Robby is a very interesting dynamic that changes the both of them going forward. And And then when you talk about the rivalry with the ladies, Sam and Tori, and even the mom Amanda getting involved in the mix, that's also a very interesting story arc in this season as well too. I'm also Team Tori, so at this point now I'm just Team Cobra Kai, but hey, it is what it is. But then there's also something very interesting here. I don't know if people realize it, but LaRusso has another kid. He has a son. And it took, what, 4 seasons now for him to actually have more than one scene, to have some lines. And he's also in middle school. So Anthony LaRusso becomes a factor this season. And, well, you kind of have to see how that kind of plays out. And I have to say, he has one of probably the most shocking statement of the entire season, episode 7. Like, he says something that was very, very, very interesting. But yeah, the other LaRusso kid is finally becoming a factor instead of just an afterthought in all of the previous seasons. There's some Bloodsport cameo in it. Bloodsport's one of my favorite movies, so I just had to just throw that out there. But if you like Bloodsport, be prepared to see a Bloodsport appearance in this season. I think episode 4 and episode 5 are really, really good. And I think the last 2 episodes are really good, but you expect that in the finale episodes, but episode 4 and 5 is really good. So ultimately, the pacing for the entire season keeps you on the edge of your seat. If you try to take a break from watching this, it's impossible. You will be stuck and you will absolutely binge this entire season. It's so good and you're just not going to want to get up. And the choreography has always been really good, and I think it just keep getting better and better and better. The fights are getting more epic, more dramatic, and then when you add the score, which I think the score has always been fantastic, it just really brings these scenes to life, and you're so invested into it. You'll find yourself cheering, you'll find yourself sighing, all sorts of things. You'll be completely invested the entire time. But yeah, you know, the other thing is too, what I really love about the Cobra Kai series is always being able to tap into the Karate Kid with the OG footage and the nostalgia and like some of the dialogue and how does it make sense into the current series. Like, I really think they do the mixing so well. So, and they just continue to find parts and moments of the Karate Kid series and bringing it into this, and you just, it's just crazy. And I'm a huge fan of the Karate Kid, and I'm thinking like for 3 seasons already, they're already absorbed all of the main big, you know, meaty stuff that they can use, and then they continue to find more and more stuff. So it just keeps getting better and better. And it's funny too. Another thing I really liked about this, especially when you're talking about Johnny, there's a lot of funny dated dialogue it is, and episode 6 is like the mecca of it for Johnny. And it's just funny, and you'll just be shaking your head the entire time. It just lets you know like how generations, how things change over generations, and Johnny has some really, really good moments here. But I also want to say the show also introduced being inclusive. So there's a lot of factors with that, which is good, because when you have the dated dialogue and then you start to say how things have changed and times have changed, it was really good that they was able to bring that in here, because that actually it becomes a teachable moment as well too. So while the show is entertaining, it is actually teaching you stuff to, like, you know, move things better in a better direction, shall I say, keeping things more inclusive. Also, you have to remember too that with Silver, such a very pivotal character returning, Johnny doesn't know who he is, and that really shakes up a lot. And I didn't really realize it, but you have to see how that plays out. But like I said, tons of new faces, returning faces. Some of our beloved fan favorites are returning. Some characters get some new looks. There's some new rivalries. There's some old rivalries. There's a bunch of different things going on here. One of the biggest things to me in this season is just Johnny being more of a father than Miguel, than to Robby. That still just gets under my skin for whatever reason, but it does make for good entertainment. And Miguel has one hell of a season, but as I said, I'm Team Robby all the way. But yeah, there's a lot of good choreography in the fights. There's some choreography in the dancing. Tons of good callbacks and nostalgia, tons of laugh, tons of action. And then just holy hell, the cliffhanger at the end, you're just not going to be ready for it. But folks, you have to check this out. Season 4 of Cobra Kai is epic. It is one of my favorite seasons. I want to say it may be my favorite season, but season 1 just really set the bar and bringing this series to life. So, but this is a really must-watch season. Once you start it, you won't stop. But hey, when you're done, jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about season 4 of Cobra Kai. What are you predicting for season 5 already? Give me all your thoughts in the comments below. But until then, I'll see you around for more reviews very soon.